Yes, so debugging means step by step we want to see how the program is executing, right? So till now we have been building our project using this key and running using this. So when we want to debug, there is an important concept that comes that is called breakpoint. So breakpoint means from which point onward we want to trace our code. So let's see, when this function is called, we want to understand step by step how this function is running for any given input. So if you come here and click, it puts a red dot, and this dot is called a breakpoint. This breakpoint means when the program is executing, anywhere, any line it comes to which has a breakpoint, it will stop there. Execution will stop there and it will give control to us. Now it's up to you. You want to continue step by step or what you want to do. So that's what we'll see. So for now we have just put a breakpoint here. This is a button we are going to use for debug or continue. So there is a green one and there is a red one. So red one is for debugging. So let me click this button. So we know when our main will run, first it will go to this printf. Printf will print power and it needs a value, and that value will be retrieved by calling that function, right? So first time this function is being called and we are at this point. So here if you notice, there is a yellow icon that has come. It tells, in red dot there is a yellow icon. It tells that we are at this point. Now if we are at this point, then each variable will have some value. X will have some value, Y will have some value. What is the value of X at this point? 2, because that is the first function call. What is the value of Y? 2. Then before this line, right now our cursor is at this line. That means this line has not yet executed. But P is declared, so P will have a garbage before this line execution. So how do we see those variables? We go to debug menu. There is an option in that. In debug menu, there is a debugging windows. In debugging windows, there is an option of watches. If we click that, it opens another window which is called watches windows. Whichever function we are, it will show us the input arguments of the function and the local variables. So here we can see the function call has been made. So the value of X and Y is 2 and 2. P, I and sign we are using in this function. So P and I and sign, all of them have a garbage value assigned. So now we want to move step by step into this function and see how these values change. So the way to move to next line is, shortcut is F7. In case you forget, that is also listed in debug menu. Next line is F7. So this shortcut I am going to use. So when I am at the first line, I will hit F7, and if you see yellow icon has moved to next line. That means this line has been executed and I am able to follow the control how it is moving. So in first line we know we changed P. So here we can see P's value has changed to 1. And this is similar to tracing table that we were drawing in pen and paper on the first day. Now after this line, again if I hit F7, it goes next line. That means it is evaluating this condition of if. So now this condition is true or false. Y is 2. This condition is false. So if I hit F7, it will not go inside if. It will come outside of if. F7. Here we can see it has come to the next line after if, which is 4. In 4, this loop, how many times will it execute? 2 times, because Y is 2. So let me hit F7. Once we are inside. After that we go up. Again we go inside. Now once we go back, I++ will happen and I will become 3. 3 is not less than equal to 2, so we come out of this. Now sign is not negative in our case. F7. It takes us to next line, and next line is return P. What is the value of P? We can check here. P is 4, which is correct. So F7. Let me close this, we don't need it anymore. So F7 has brought us to last line of this function. After return F7, now it will take us to main. This is where our control is now. Again if we do F7, it will not go to return line, because in this line again it is going to make a function call, and in that function we have put a breakpoint. So wherever there is a breakpoint, it will stop there. So I'm hitting F7, and if you notice, it has come to again. Now we can trace this function for the second time. So we understood what is a breakpoint, how to move in a function step by step. And it is not necessary to put a breakpoint in first line. Anywhere we can put. If we want to debug just this loop, we can go and put a breakpoint here. And now control is here. We are not interested in going over all these conditions. So what we can do, again we can hit this button. It will say continue. Continue till the next breakpoint is found. So from here it will directly jump onto next breakpoint. Let me do this, and we notice it has come here. Now here also, if we have debugged, we have found no problem, we can set a breakpoint here. At runtime we are doing. Let me remove this breakpoint and say continue. Okay, it has not come here. What happened? Ideally it should hit there. It has exited because of some other reason, I don't know. But ideally, anywhere we want to put a breakpoint, we can keep on continuing if we don't want to go line by line. So these are the two concepts that you will use in next two functions that we are going to write, search and delete. Wherever there is a problem, mostly two problems we will see. Our pointer will be null and we are dereferencing. That's one reason of crash. Second reason of crash would be we are pointing to some memory address which does not belong to us. And those kind of mistakes also happen if you free a block of memory. If you free one node, after freeing, if you try to access that node, that is also access violation. That is also segmentation fault or crash. So once you have freed the memory, you should not be using it. So that's third reason of crash that you will see.